see everybody. So today we are recapping down our 2020. And I got today with me Miss Chiquita. Woo! Okay, I'm just being extra.
Woo! Woo! Hey!
So let me start out. How was your Christmas?
Christmas was actually good. It was strange because it's not our normal Christmas. We normally just, be out and about, but we stayed at home and shared gifts and watched Christmas movies. We actually watched Christmas movies.
See, I was the opposite because normally I watch Christmas movies and I start in November and I watch Christmas all through December. But I don't know, this year I couldn't get myself together. Like up until Monday, this past before Christmas, I had one present under my tree, and that was a present somebody gave me. I hadn't bought anything. Like it was just weird.
Right.
And speaking of the whole year, I want you. Let's count down. We're gonna take a look at our 2020.
Okay.
All right. So for you, what stands out the most in 2020? Like.
The most, I would have to say everything concerning Black Lives Matter. That is the most that stood out for me because it hasn't stopped. It's a continuous thing. Like we're Black 24/7, so it's always going to stand out for, us. Because it's who we are. But now it's just that it really is just based on this. Nothing else.
And then see, I'm sort of with you like on that whole thing because I bought Nina at the table so we can eat. They got a little black kid on the box. I'm seeing Black people in commercials. It's like for the first, we've been here for I don't know how long, but it's like they recognizing that we exist and are doing things that cater to us. Like I've been seeing Black people everywhere, and it's been, it's like it's amazing, but it's sad. Mm-hmm. Been here the whole time. It took the pandemic for y'all to sit down and realize that, we
right. They're like, oh my God, there's Black people.
And I think like for me, it was so odd to me. I'm gonna say for the longest time, I felt like with the whole Black Lives Matter movement that people didn't care about what was happening to us. But right. Now that we sit down, I see that now for some people, they still don't care. But for some people, it's not so much that they didn't care. It's just that they're paying attention. Because once they had to sit down and pay attention to it, they got what I'm saying.
Right.
The whole entire time. And like for us, it wasn't new.
It's nothing new. I think it's also they're paying attention because we're starting to enter into their families now. We're starting to cross over into the line, and now that there's some mixed children, and it's just like okay, now Black lives they really do matter because this is my granddaughter, this is my grandson, and they're Black, and it's like okay, so now that changes their mind on like, well, what if something happens to them, or I just seen Lord, it's crazy I'm about to bring this up, but on TikTok, but a girl, she had her daughter, which she had with a mixed guy, but her daughter, she's dark skinned and her daughter is light, more looking like the dad. And the lady stopped her in the store, was like, we have to take that baby from you because you stole him. She said, what? What you mean? So stuff like that, you're having mixed kids, you can't do that.
I know. And I think too, like just how bold some people are. That has been like people crazy. And and my thing is like I saw this video where it was a Black guy, he was in the convenience store, he dropped the can. And the white guy standing at the thing kicked his can, like purposely kicked his can. And he picked his can up and that can went upside his head. And it was, I don't condone violence, but I thought that, you know what I mean? Like it was warranted sometimes in that situation. Like y'all are going too far. And sometimes I think it's by who they had in the office as president that made them feel like they could take the sheets off and just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's just all hang out and you know, do us. We knew that they were those people all the time, but I think now,
Yes.
like, let's show it.
I think also with what you said, I did see that video. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, please hit him with something. Please hit him with something. And of the two of us, I think I am more the violent one. But I mean, really, some people just cross the line. They just cross the line. And you grew up, you held your tongue a little bit, but now it's like my life depends on it. I have to say something. I have to say something, and I have to say something now. Like, I can't wait and have 1,000 things running off in my head. Talking about, I should have said this, and this. No, we're going to say this right now. We're going to handle it right now. And I'm going to feel a lot better because I handled my business. But it's wrong if they're both like that.
It has always been some of us, and I think it's always going to be like that, that some of us are going to be more apt to say something and some people let it slide, you know, as far as like Black people. And I'm cool. But if you're the person that wants to let it slide, just don't say anything to the Black people that want to do something about it. Because if you think about it, if everybody was passive and never said anything, we wouldn't even be this far. We never would have spoke up. So let's be great. But I'm gonna switch the tone because that'll be a whole hour conversation. Just
I know.
Just on that. Okay, what was your top song of 2020?
I figured it out. So my top song was "Do It" by Chloe and Haley. You gotta listen to it. Like, it's I like the song. It was nice and clean, and you know, she talking about hanging out with her friends and stuff. So that was cool. It was always on the radio too.
So I realized when I asked you a question about it, I don't even know any songs that came out in 2020. Let's go. Every song that I know was on TikTok. So I'm gonna say my favorite song was Carol Baskin's "Kill."
Oh my! That one.
Every song.
Their song was on TikTok. It had a little dance. Ooh, ooh, look into it too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know the name. I didn't know the name of that song. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. That's the song. It was on TikTok too. Yeah.
I did like that little beat. I know. See, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you reference it back to TikTok, I got it.
TikTok runs the world. Like, it runs the world right now. It has everything on it. You dancing, singing, crafting, cleaning, all of it.
And then what was funny is, we didn't even know what TikTok was. And Lisa used to send us TikTok videos. And then when she sent us the videos, we always be like, who is that? We assume every video she sent us was somebody she knew. So she stopped sending us videos. So she said we were getting on her.
Asking too many questions.
Yeah, but see, I thought, you know what I mean? I thought it was like Facebook. And I know the people, that I see, but.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
What did you watch in 2020? What was your top show in 2020?
I wouldn't say I had the Masked Singer, maybe. I don't know.
That's the only thing that we done watched in this entirety, that's me. That's it. That's mine. Hands down. Whole family could watch it. You know what I mean? Like, it was clear.
Right.
That I'm with you, 2020.
Mm-hmm. Now, they're coming out with a Masked Dancer, which I don't know how they're going to do that, but.
See, I don't know. Unless they dance like me, I don't even understand if that's going to be exciting. Because if you got a whole bunch of good dancers that go out there.
You say unless they dance like who?
Now that's some entertainment.
You right. You right. Check out her TikTok, please.
That's some entertainment right there. So I don't know how I feel about that one. And have you watched the one that Ken is He hosted.
Okay, so yes, I did. I did watch the first episode, and it was weird. I couldn't.
Didn't even get through the whole first episode. I tried to watch it because it was on Hulu.
I don't think to be honest, I don't think I finished the first episode. I know I started it, but it was just like, I'm not into it.
I know. I'm with you. I didn't really like it. I really did. What's the other one?
What else? So since COVID hit, how has that changed for you?
Well, this is the longest we've been together since we've been married, first off. Like being at home together every day, day after day, when you go to bed, when you get up in the morning, when you brush your teeth, when you use the bathroom, when you eat your breakfast, when you eat your lunch,
Praying for y'all. Just praying.
But I say we
like
some people because I did read, I think it was like in April that they said a lot of people were filing for divorce. So we don't have that problem. But for me, it's like I feel I can live to a certain extent, just doing normal tasks and wearing the mask. Like I'm not one of them people that I'm complaining about wearing the mask. Like what I'm saying, but I'm just saying as us just conversating, like that crap aggravating this crap. Like I don't know how many times I done got out my car, been halfway to the store, and then I realized I left my mask, and then I got to go back. And don't let me get in the line and somebody respect my 6 feet. Because see, I'm at that point.
I get fighting, man. Can you please? Can you move?
But I never thought we would see this. Like, just in our time.
It's so weird. Like a mask is part of your outfit now.
And you know what? I'm so lazy because I was like, you know what? I could make a mask to match, outfit.
Yeah. Too much.
Sometimes I'm doing the same thing 3 days in a row. What's the point? Monday and Tuesday.
So what'd you say?
I say Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday look just alike.
I mean, you home all day, and then making all that laundry.
Exactly. Are you going to get the vaccine?
You see me? No.
You see me?
No. Because then I saw an article that said that now people are starting to test positive for HIV and they done had the vaccine. Say what now? No. I'm good. You ain't even cured the flu yet. How you gonna cure it?
See, you know what? That's my thing about the whole thing. Cancer done been around forever. AIDS, we got all these different diseases. Y'all can do anything with it. This right here, we knew about it this year. Maybe they knew about it 5 years ago. I don't know. And suddenly,
right.
I don't understand that. I don't understand.
So, you ever seen a paper, like when people get tested for the coronavirus, and because my husband was tested for it, and I was reading his papers, it came back negative. Like they just, when he had to go to the hospital, so they tested him, and it came back negative, but it says CoV SARS-2. I was like, SARS? So is this really like a second strain of SARS and you're calling it COVID? Like, what is this? Because his paper said SARS.
See, and that's the thing, and that's why, like, for me, it's hard for me to even take it serious. Because I'm not gonna say not take it serious, but take their advice serious because I don't feel like they know enough about it. For instance, so we went and got tested. The whole family went because we were potentially exposed to it. We all went and got tested. Now we got tested. That's that first time because we done been twice. It was like 14 days, and if you were the one exposed, you quarantine. Nobody else has to quarantine. But I was confused because I'm like, if we all in the same house breathing the same air, shouldn't we all quarantine? You know what I'm saying? But then, like, and this go round, they said it was like if you quarantine is on. What did they say? It depends on if you were negative and how long you had since. I can't even remember. I just know every time I go, it's like it's something different. And if we keep changing, as we go along, if you started producing this vaccine when it started, your information has changed five times since then. Did you adjust this vaccine for your new findings? I'm not doing it.
I doubt it.
I'm not doing it.
And how they know they got the right strand of, because it affected everybody differently. Some people just lost their taste. Some people just lost their smell. And then you got a billion people in the ground. Like, how it affects everybody differently. So how do you know, just like the flu, they got different strands. How do you know this is not different strands of COVID?
Well, did you see, it was an article, and I can't remember, it might be the UK, I'm not sure, but they said that it was mutating and turning into a different strand. So, like, we don't know.
Exactly.
We don't know, and I'm not going to be the guinea pig.
I'm not your guinea pig. I ain't doing it. I don't even like going to tell. I don't like going to hospital getting no shots, so you know I ain't getting it.
I know, but I did. I said I'll let everybody else go first. We'll let them do them and be great.
Yeah.
I catch them on the flip side.
I'm good. I am good.
So I had a thought as we
okay.
The vaccine, and just like everything else in life, it was fleeting. That thought went away.
Oh my goodness.
So okay, well, let's do this. Just for me, like when I think back on 2020, most of it was a blur. Like it was so funny when I'm thinking about like what did I watch in 2020? What did I listen to? What a lot of it I couldn't even remember. And it's sad, but it's just like I don't know. This year got so fast, I think, and it's funny because this is the one where we sat down, but it seemed like it went by faster.
Because all the days ran together, all the months ran together. We're home. You're not really keeping track of anything. Like, I've been off for a couple of days and I'm like, well, what day is it today? Like, am I supposed to be at work today? Like, no, today's Sunday. Oh, okay. Like, it's like everything is just one whole thing. And you don't know unless you have to get up and go to work, or unless you have to clock in to work at home. You don't know what day it is. You don't know what time it is. You know nothing. You didn't know Christmas was 2 weeks.
Don't put my business in the street. Like we.
No, I mean, it's because everything just sneak up on you. You don't know. Like there's no time. There's no limit. There's no nothing. You just know the time change. It get dark early. So you like, it must be the fall or the winter coming. Like you don't know none of that.
I know. And I'm gonna tell you, for me, the most frustrating thing, well, a couple things that was frustrating, but one that stands out in my mind is when I couldn't find toilet paper. When I tell you that thing did something to my spirit, screw I can get away with paper towels. But tissue. And then I got mad because I'm like, why is everybody buying all this tissue? And then I heard the most ignorant thing in life. She was so serious. She said, think about it. All the toilet paper come from China. She said, you don't never see tissue trucks. I don't see plenty of trucks. I don't see the green truck, none of that stuff, because it's all on one big truck that may not be labeled. But in her mind, the tissue came from China and toilet paper. And I think it was that dumb thinking had people running out like fools. This stuff and raising the price. Like I gotta get the little packs of tissue now because I can't afford the big ones because these people out here tripping.
And then it was the hard tissue.
Girl. And a tissue snob. Like that's I don't really stick to brands for a lot of stuff. Like, you know, some people gotta have Bounty paper towels. That's 49. He gotta have Bounty paper towel. I don't care about it. But I'm gonna need my Sherman Ultra Strong. And when I went to that stuff and I couldn't find my Sherman Ultra Strong, I almost flipped everything open there. I ain't gonna tell you no story. And you know people don't buy they get the cheap tissue. So now y'all can get y'all cheap tissue. Now you buying my tissue.
Look at, okay, so when they had bought up all the tissue, I had went to Walmart one time to go. I was like, Lord, I gotta get some tissue. And because we had the little 4-pack, and 4-pack, you're like, come on, that's like a roller person. That ain't, no. But I get there, and I looked at the price of that tissue. They was trying to sell a 20 rolls for $30. Oh, it will stay there.
See, that's
I'm not buying.
They tripping, and it's supply and demand. And I don't know why people don't remember supply and demand in school. And that's why they were buying out all the stuff out the grocery store. I'm like, just keep to your normal consumption levels, and we'll be fine.
Yes.
What happens is it's like a domino effect, because when they buy up everything, when you do go, you got to go ahead and get stuff because it may not be there when you go back. And I'm just like, it was so frustrating. And I did for like the first 2 months with buying, well, let me see, March, April, maybe May. Going, or, you know, keeping the freezer stocked. June, you know, it's just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and even right now they're still on the they can't keep the Lysol and the wipes or anything like that. So I mean, I buy the microban because I mean it worked better than the Lysol.
When you said that, it just made me think about this. My crazy self been looking at people's Christmas pictures like that they done posted online, and I'm seeing these gallons, and I'm like, Corona hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what measures did y'all take before y'all even got together? So I might actually need to go get me some more.
Yeah, none. They're not taking none. When I go somewhere, I got the hand wipes in my pocketbook, and I got 2 things of hand sanitizer. Like, I'm not playing. Like, y'all out here at these large gatherings, and I'm like, there's no mask. Like, these people are standing so close. Like, I don't even like people being close to me in the store when I have to go. I look at them and Lord don't let you cough in that suit. You know.
But I do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I hear somebody cough, I turn around and look at them, and let me have to sneeze or something. I'll pass out in there before I let it out. I ain't doing it because it's a stigma attached to it now.
It is now. Somebody cough, you be like, Lord, no. And Lord bless his lady heart. So yesterday I was in the store, and she started having like a little coughing fit, but I think she was having an asthma attack. Like, she just, like, you know, the beginning stages when you get asthma and it's like, oh, there's something going on with my chest, and she couldn't stop coughing. And she started coughing. I was like, she needs to get out of here. She needs to get out of here. She needs to get out. And she just kept going. She said, Lord, this has never happened to me. What is going on? And I'm like,
but you know what? Nobody has allergies anymore. You don't get the common cold, no sinus infection, everything COVID, everything.
Right. And I'm like, you know, so I thought about it. So when I was leaving the store, she was outside and she was like kind of overheating, and they gave her some water and stuff. And they was like, do you have asthma? She said, I never had it, but I think, she's like, she was like, it's not that I have trouble breathing. It's just that there's like a rattle in my chest. I was like, she either got pneumonia or like this lady need to go get checked out. Like, what is going on? But it's like, you cannot have a regular cough or a regular cold. You can't have the flu. Like, none of that stuff exists. Like you said, it's just everything is COVID. Everything is COVID. Your eyes running, you got COVID. You sniff, you got COVID. You like, you itching, that's a rash, that's COVID. Like, you everything you do, they looking sideways, huh? That's COVID. Like, everything is COVID. It don't matter.
And it's gonna take us a minute to change our mindset to get away from that.
We won't. I can go ahead and tell you now, we're so cautious of it now. It's like the regular things that you normally used to do is this, you won't stop. You like going like I heard a sorry girl, she was talking about going bowling, and she was like how we all used to just stick our fingers in the little bowling balls and then go eat and be licking your fingers and stuff, and your life was good. She's like, now COVID is out here, you're like, if I put my hand in there, like we gonna spray these out and clean it up first before we bowl. What you mean? You can't do the regular things that, you know, going outside, like little kids going outside and playing. You got to be cautious. Like, you can't have other kids coming over and play this, that, and the third. You can't do that because you don't know where their parents been. Like, you know, you just don't know. You got to be cautious. You can't have a regular life like we did when we were younger. These kids are like on super quarantine. It's hard.
Thinking of this, since we both in South Carolina. What was well, I don't even know how to phrase this. It's got to be a statement. The most embarrassing thing to me in 2020 being a South Carolinian was Lindsey Graham.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
I was so done. Like just so done. And the fact that people still supported him after all of that craziness.
And I was like, how? He set us up to die. How?
And I watched the interview he did on Trevor Noah's, what is it, Daily?
Yeah. The Daily Show.
When Trump was running. And just to see his comments then, to who he has done now, and I'm just like, what happened to this dude? For real? Seriously, I'm like, does Trump have something on him? I mean, I understand people trying to stick together, but for me, it's embarrassing. James Harrison, I was proud of him. I think even for him to get the percentage of votes that he got here that he did.
Yeah.
That was good.
I just think they're not after President Obama, I don't think they're ready for it.
No, they not. And the sad thing about like that is if Obama had done a fraction of the stuff that Trump did while he was in office, it would have been totally different. But you can't get them to admit to that. Like, they will never admit that if that black man had did the same thing, it would not have ended well.
He would have been out of there so quick. He wouldn't even got to move in.
Exactly.
He wouldn't have gotten to move in if a little snip off of what Trump did. No, they probably were so shocked that he got in there in the first place.
You know what I'm looking up now to see?
What's that?
Every year who we lost in 2020, because there's always somebody passed celebrity wise.
Oh, it was a lot of them.
Who?
It was a lot of celebrities. Lord, see.
That stand out. Let me see here. I wasn't that hurt by it. Yep, Charlie Pride died. Oh, Debo died. I forgot Debo.
Yes, and you know what? He died on the Friday.
Oh. Natalie, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Reed, the lady she played on alongside the lady who played, was Halle Berry, and then the other lady.
She played on what?
Baps, the movie Baps.
Oh yes. Yes.
Solid.
I love her.
David Lander, he was Squiggy on Laverne and Shirley. I don't remember him.
I didn't watch that.
I don't know these people. Hal Kevin, nope. Luna, nope. Being wild. Oh, bless. He was 14. Somebody on Master Chef Junior.
Oh, he was 14.
Yeah. Alex Trebek, I forgot. Yeah, he died.
Yes.
He died. Sean Connery, forgot about him.
Oh my! Now you know what? I kind of shed a tear for Sean Connery because I used to have a thing for him.
Okay, okay.
I did. I loved his Scottish accent. That meant a lot to me.
Glenn, I don't know him.
Rance Allen.
Yes, I don't know how I forgot that one. Yeah, now
They
that
passed on the same
caught me
day.
off guard. Hmm.
They passed him the same day.
Who, him and who?
Him and Sean Connery.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know that. Eddie Van Halen died. Johnny Nash.
Who, Nash?
Johnny Nash.
Who was it?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know who that is. Sylvester Stallone's mama died. Oh,
Oh,
Ada Ginsburg. Now that one for me as a woman stood out because I just liked I don't know the TikToks after she died and the women saying they were standing together in solidarity and so on and so forth.
right.
That was a good one. I don't know a lot of these people. Really, I don't get out that often.
You said you don't get out there often.
Ronald Bell from Kool in the Gang died.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Dobson, they said he was in Kojak and Knots Landing. I don't know any of these people.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Chadwick Boseman. Like, I don't even know how I forgot about
Why was that not even first? Like that. Oh my God, Kobe and Gigi.
Huh?
Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi.
That okay. All right. So okay, since we're going let's do this. Let's do this. Now, I do agree that it was sad that Kobe and his daughter died. And I guess what bothered me the most about his death was like we forgot the other people on the plane. Like if he had died in a solo accident and we had about Kobe and Gigi, oh, is that her name? Gigi? I get it. But I felt so bad for those other families because it was just like, I mean, I get it that he was a celebrity. And somebody made the argument that if he hadn't been on that plane, we wouldn't even have known about it. I think we still would have known about it because wasn't one of the guys was like something in baseball or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was the was he like a head coach or something in
You
baseball?
know, I was just like, but that was my thing, and I'm gonna tell the truth. Like I truly got tired of just when it just was a lot. it was just a lot to the point that I got started turning the TV in real life.
That was hard. That was hard to deal with. Like because not mentioning the other people felt very disrespectful.
I know that was my thing. Like he was not the only people on the plane, and then
Right.
they would say something like Kobe Bryant and Gigi and five other people. I can't remember how many people was on the plane. You know,
Right.
like their lives meant left. Regis died this year too.
Oh, that is. Excuse me. I ain't got COVID. But yes,
And
he did.
the chick from Glee.
Oh, Naya. Is her
Very,
name Naya?
yeah, her. I didn't watch Glee.
Yes. Did you watch Glee?
Mm-mm. I may have watched one episode, but
Oh my gosh, I was into that.
that was it. One of the Pointer sisters died, Bunny Pointer. I guess she was a Pointer sister. I just made it up. It said,
She's probably a Pointer sister.
yeah, I just assumed. I don't know. Oh, you know, Jerry Stiller died.
Yes.
You're right. Little Richard. And you know what was funny? I thought Little Richard was dead already. I was shocked when they said that he died. I seriously thought
But he died.
he died this year. He did. I think he was dead already.
When?
Let me see. Do it tell me what year?
I'm mad you said you thought he was already dead.
May 9th. I did because we hadn't seen
Wow.
him so long. Until I just didn't know. Oh, and you know Miss Minnie died. She was in a accident.
Who?
Miss Minnie from the little, what they call the Little Women.
Oh, yeah. Did somebody hit her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hope they caught whoever did it.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I think this is about, what month am I in now?
We just passed Little Richard, so that was May.
Yeah, I'm in April, and I don't know these people. Withers died. I didn't know that.
Bill Withers.
No. Sing a sunrise. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Kenny Rogers died this year. I missed that too.
Who?
Kenny Rogers,
Oh,
country singer. Yeah, he died.
I thought. Well, I thought he had already left us.
Oh yeah, B. Smith, she died. Oh, Jeanette DuBois. I forgot she died. Janet. I don't know.
Yes. Well, Lona.
Yep. Uh-huh. Esther Scott died. I forgot about her.
Did Diane Carroll die this year? Or was it last year?
I didn't know she was dead. I don't think she died this year. I think she died last year because she's not coming up.
Okay.
Oh man, Clark died. Oh, she was 92.
Hmm.
See, there go Kobe. We got Kobe already.
They died in January, didn't they?
Uh-huh. January 26th. But now, to be honest, like, even though, I said I hated that they didn't cover everybody else, it did shock me, though, when he died. Chadwick Boseman caught me off guard, too. Those were the two that sort of caught me off guard. Like,
Yeah.
and I think for Chadwick, what I liked is, like, when you heard people talk about him, just how it just seemed like he was down to earth. And I just love somebody that's humble and,
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the last movie he was Ma Rainey's?
I haven't watched it. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. You have to watch it first and then we'll talk about it.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready to see him in the movie?
Yeah, no, I ain't ready.
Okay.
But seriously, like I think about it, and sometimes this is why I even do stuff like this is when I'm dead and gone, I want them to have something they can look, if they want to, that you can go back and you can see, look, there go mama, but at the same time, as a family, I guess it sort of sucks because, you know what I mean? It's like in your face, like you can't
escape it.
Yeah, because sometimes grief for me is just pretending that it didn't even happen. Like I don't want to deal with it yet, but it's like they can't escape that. So I think. All right. So after everything that we have experienced in 2020, what do you think is your biggest take from 2020? What happened in 2020 that will change you in 2021?
2020 made me realize that I wanted to appreciate everything that I do have in the life that I was not living, that I know I now need to live. Because your days are not, well, one, you ain't gonna live forever, and two, you can go any minute. That's what 2020 has taught me. You could be here Sunday and Monday, that be it. So that definitely taught me a lot. It also taught me that a lot of people are not washing their hands. It's just a lot
I'm so done.
a lot of people are very unsanitary. It just that's what it taught me. Also taught me that you really find out on both sides that who is with you, who is not for you, who's congratulating you but talking behind your back. That your government really does not care for you.
Like, he's positive too. I just won't throw that out there, but I digress.
Huh?
Tested positive.
Okay, my positive.
No, I say the government tested positive.
Oh, well.
Him and his wife.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, he sure did.
But yeah, that's what 2020 has taught me. What about you?
I guess normally people say, like, because a lot of people did lose people this year. always like, you know, you need to appreciate people while they're here and all that. I didn't get that from 2020. Not what I got. Instead, I somewhat got the opposite because what I realize is I spend too much time going out of the way for people who don't go out of the way for me. What I felt like in 2020 that I should do is just a little bit more for myself, and just a little more no's are going to be distributed. I don't know. I just feel like I don't always truly get to enjoy my life to the fullest, just because I'm always doing so much. And some stuff is fine for me to do, but some stuff, no, I'm just gonna tap out.
Right.
Gonna tap out. And next year, I'm hoping that we'll get to the point that we can actually just enjoy life, you know, and live a little more. And I don't know, like this year right here, like I always notice people that try to put on these fronts and act like they something they're not. But like this year, I paid more attention to it. And I think I became less tolerant this year if it was possible. I'm already not the most tolerant person, but it's less this year than it was last year. And I just want to make sure, like, just going forward in the year that I'm surrounded by people who are true to themselves. Like, stop talking. You know, I say to people all the time, nobody has to know what you have or what you don't have. Just be quiet. I don't want somebody to tell me they the smartest, they got the most money. I really don't care. I really don't care. I just around genuine people who are comfortable in their skin. Because when you're comfortable in your skin, you do not feel the need to have to broadcast to everybody who you are.
Right. Right.
Plus, when you broadcasting, you're trying to do something, and I just want to be by people that's on my same. And I just don't. I just want as less drama as possible, and I just want to smile in 2021. And I want to take some of them 5 trips that I had to cancel in 2020 because I got.
I know that's right.
But on that note, I want to say thank you for joining me today. It was fun.
Woo!
Have to do it again. Like, and my thing is with these, it's just like some of them, like when I go back and look at them, it sort of starts to look like I'm doing an interview. And I never wanted to be an interview. I just wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, like dialogue, just
Right.
you know, some back and forth dialogue. And I think this is in line of where I wanted to go. Just conversation about what we did, what we're gonna do, and how we did it when we did it.
Right.
I thank you again.
You're welcome. This was fun.
You know, and that's the other thing too. Like you just don't get to see people.
Right.
You know? And I do say next year a little more because it's like I haven't. Well, I couldn't this year anyway. But like I haven't had any guests. I haven't done anything. I couldn't though. You know what I mean? In my defense, I couldn't. But I think in 2019 I was a little slack too. But next year, you know, once it's safe, I want to just get back to just being around the people who genuine. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Just
Is that your way of saying you miss me?
no. That's all.
Wow. You hurt my feelings on camera. Wow. Hope everybody watching.
But you know, we're gonna have to start, you know, just doing some stuff. Like I was seeing that they got some kind of way you can play games on Zoom and stuff. But I'm gonna start looking at that at least until you know people can come together and we'll do something. But before I get off in a tangent again, so much. And have a wonderful day.